Hi there. In this presentation, I'm going to talk you through the usage for the top 10 essential oils, which cover 90% of common ailments. You don't need to worry. Everything that I have learned about these essential oils, I have learned through the resources that I will provide you with. So, they are the Modern Essentials Handbook and the Essential Emotions Handbook. Both of these can be bought in book form, or we can hook you up with the app that will talk you through exactly what you need to know to be empowered in using your essential oils. So let's get started. So the first oil that I want to cover today is lemon, one of the simplest and most effective essential oils that we have. So every time that I take a glass of water through the day, I add 1 drop of lemon essential oil to my water. I find that when I add lemon, I drink more water for a start, and when I'm drinking it, it actually helps to support my digestive system. So as I mentioned in the intro class, one of the main ingredients in lemon is an ingredient called limonene. And this helps to support how our digestive system works, and it helps to support our natural gut flora so that our digestive system is happier and healthier. So that is how we take it in our water. It has many properties like antibacterial properties, which means that you can make up your own toxin-free cleaning spray at home by adding some to a white vinegar base, and you can clean your countertops and surface tops. You can also use it as a fantastic air purifier. So adding some to your diffuser will kill off any odors in the air. And when you breathe it in by adding it to the palms of the hand, it is a really amazing uplift for our mood. So anytime that you feel a little bit down in the dumps and you're feeling you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, lemon is your go-to oil. The next oil that I want to talk you through is lavender. So lavender is an oil that most people are familiar with when we talk about essential oils, but it definitely means a lot more in dōTERRA's versions of using it. So we all know that lavender is associated with sleep, and this is because of a compound in it called linalool, which is really, really calming for our nervous system. So I love to apply this one to the soles of my feet or to the base of my neck at night time, and it really helps me to have a more restful night's sleep. But we can also use it through the day to help to actually keep our system calm. So anytime through the day where I feel I am going through stressful periods, I simply add a drop into the palm of my hand and take 60 seconds of nice deep breaths to bring my body back to calm and to balance. I also make up my own rollerball blend of lavender that I can apply to my pulse points throughout the day to, again, keep my mood that little bit calmer and keep myself feeling a little bit more balanced. I also love this one for its properties in healing our skin. So I'm a bit of a clumsy cook in the kitchen and I burn myself quite a lot. And on occasions where I do, lavender is really, really soothing to the skin. Or any time that I get bites, if I'm out swimming or if I'm out hiking and I get any bites or bugs, then I apply some to the area to relieve the itching and to soothe the skin. A really, really lovely, versatile oil. Our next one is peppermint. So this is one of my absolute favorite oils because it does so many things for us. And first and foremost, what it does is anytime that I feel that I'm a little bit lacking in energy or I'm feeling that sluggish around that 3 p.m. slump time, I put a drop of peppermint into the palms of my hands and take some deep breaths in. So when we breathe it in, it actually helps to open up the airways. You get that burst through the sinuses and into the lungs, and it actually helps our energies to naturally increase because our breathing is actually being improved through this. I repeat this practice throughout the day as often as needed, and particularly on days where I'm particularly busy. Anytime that I am going through a period where we're having hotter weather and I'm feeling too warm and feeling it quite difficult to sleep at night time, I would apply this along the spine and it helps me to cool off and feel that little bit more comfortable. It's actually really helpful for sleep, which sounds like a funny one because we often use it to wake ourselves up during the day. But when we apply it to the back of the neck at night time, our body thinks that we are cooling down, so it actually starts to shut down for sleep. So it's a really, really lovely one to use for sleep as well. But the main way that I use peppermint is for my digestive system. So I can use this in 2 ways. I either add a drop to my water just before my meal, or I will apply it topically diluted over the stomach after a meal to help to relieve any digestive discomfort associated with this. So really, really effective oil and really, really helpful to bring the body back into calm and harmony again. So we're moving into now the topic of oils that a lot of people are interested in is immunity. So the first one in this category is oregano. So a lot of people are familiar with the herbal form of this that they use in their kitchens for cooking. And you can definitely do this with this oil. But just remember, as I mentioned, essential oils are much more concentrated and much more powerful than their herbal format. So we use a lot less of this. So for oregano, if you're using it for making your dishes like your bologneses or your pastas, the tip that I give people is to remove the lid, take a toothpick, dip it into the top, and dip the toothpick into your dish. And that should be absolutely loads for flavouring. How I love to use oregano is to support my immune system. So we can use this in a number of ways. So we can apply it onto the soles of the feet, or we can dilute it along the spine. So you can add your oregano to the veggie cap and take it internally. So this actually helps to clear your digestive system if there's any threats to your immune system that are coming through. This is also a fantastic antibacterial and antifungal, so really helpful for nail support. And any time that I have had clients or customers who've presented with the likes of verrucas or warts, I have given them the tip of applying a drop of oregano using a cotton bud or a toothpick onto it 3 times a day until it's run its course, and it has had fantastic results for them. So absolutely love oregano. You can actually make up your own digestive cleanse using this and 3 other oils, and if there's something that you're interested in doing, reach out to me and we can discuss it that little bit further. So On Guard is hands down my favourite immune blend. This is the oil that I have given the most credit to reducing my incidence of throat infections since 2014. This is put together with a blend of wild orange, eucalyptus, rosemary, clove, and cinnamon. So lots and lots of really antibacterial and antiviral oils included in this blend. So you can diffuse this one in your home because, as a lot of us know, when one person in a household picks up a cold or a bug, typically it tends to run around the household. So when you diffuse On Guard, you're actually killing anything, we'll say, that's airborne in your environment. When you breathe it in, it's going into your immune system and helping to support you in that way. We use this for both prevention and for cure. So for prevention, I apply 2 drops of this, one onto the sole of my feet at night time, particularly during the winter months when seasonal threats are that little bit higher. And at night time, our immune system is working that little bit harder, so I prefer to give it the support at that stage. You can also use this for, if you did pick up something, you would do that exact same thing, but just repeat that cycle throughout the day. So instead of just applying it once, you may like to apply it 3 or 4 times to get the best results with it. You can obviously also use this oil in the same way that we use the lemon, in a countertop spray using white vinegar, and it's a really, really effective way to clean your home. So for me, when I did pick up anything in my throat, what I do now is, if I feel that little tickle or that niggle that I know something there is brewing, I literally pop the cap off and I add it to a teaspoon of honey or a small glass of water and I drink it. And I also apply 1 drop topically diluted over the throat. So I usually find it kind of sits here on my glands, so that will be where I apply it, and it is giving me relief again and again and again. Sometimes I need to repeat that protocol again in a couple of hours, but 9 times out of 10, 1 application does the trick for me. So this next one, a lot of people are familiar with as well. This one is called tea tree. Now the plant name for tea tree is Melaleuca, so you'll sometimes on labels see it listed as Melaleuca, but it's the exact same oil in the bottle. So this is our favorite oil for, again, antibacterial and antiviral properties. And this is used a lot of the time for people who suffer with ear and throat discomfort. So if you're somebody who's plagued with ear problems, you can apply the Melaleuca or the tea tree diluted onto the actual earlobe or the bone behind the ear. The other way you can use it is to put a drop onto a dry cotton bud and just rest the cotton bud in the ear. You don't push it in, you just leave it sitting on the outside of it, and the oil will actually go and diffuse into the ear to relieve any discomfort. And particularly if you're feeling something coming on, you can apply this and leave it to work in the ear overnight. I also apply this one a lot over the throat if I feel anything building there, and it is so, so good to support our immune system. So any of these three can be used interchangeably to help to support our immune system. I also love this one for a little tip that I have received for helping to reduce overwhelm. So a drop applied here to the hollow of the throat is an acupuncture point that it actually helps to reduce any attachments from other people to our energies and reduces that internal noise in the mind. So applying a drop here throughout the day helps to kind of calm that feeling. If you feel like you're being pulled in 10 different directions and everybody's looking for something from you, applying a drop here really helps to dissolve that connection and gives you back a little bit of your own space and time. So this blend is called Zengest, and as the name suggests, it is all about our digestive system support. So we talk a lot about the oils not creating a primary response in the body. They don't create side effects because what they're trying to do is bring the body back into balance. And this is one of the best examples of how the oils do this. Because a lot of the time, what parents come to me with and adults come to me with is problems in their digestive system. Sometimes they are having problems with constipation, and sometimes they're having problems with diarrhea if there's tummy bugs and things like that associated with it. And if you were to go with the traditional options and go to your pharmacy, you would have to get 2 separate medications or prescriptions for this. This one oil actually balances both. And it's used in the exact same way. So diluted and applied topically over the stomach, and it is designed to bring your body back into balance from either one of these issues. You can also use it to just relieve the stomach if you've had a heavy meal. So again, I just simply add a drop of it into a glass of water and drink it after my meal, or I apply it topically over the stomach. However you decide to do that, it's totally personal preference. Whatever you decide to do, the oil is going to have the same effect. It's all literally going into the stomach to help to calm and to soothe and to bring back into harmony and balance. It's also really beneficial for any cramping associated in the stomach, and for ladies, for our time of the month, we can also use it to reduce abdominal cramping at that stage as well. So really, really versatile and really effective oil. Next up is air, and as the name suggests, this is all about easier breathing. So I love to use this one for both its physical and emotional benefits. I'm somebody who deals with a huge amount of busyness in my life. It's a constant rush and constant go, go, go. And when we're in that state and we're constantly stressed, our breathing can get really shallow. We're not taking full belly breaths. So throughout the day, I add a drop of this oil onto the palm of my hand, take some deep breaths in. So I literally just apply like this into the palms of my hands. Rub my palms together and take some deep breaths in for around 60 seconds is usually what I do. Just like that. So what I find is when I do that I actually start to take some deeper breaths, and that sends a response to our nervous system to get my stress levels to calm down so that it is not flushing cortisol through my system and my body's getting a chance to catch up. I also love it because as I was a child, I had asthma, and that has corrected itself as an adult, but every now and again when I'm exercising, I feel my lungs need a little bit of extra support. So what I do in those scenarios is before I exercise, or during the winter months if I'm out and about, I apply some of the air to the palms of my hands with a little bit of carrier oil and apply it topically over the area to both my chest or my upper back. And I find that really helps to support easier breathing for me. Sinuses were something that I was plagued with for many, many years. And my favorite combination for this is to breathe in the air and apply it to the tract of my sinuses, and to layer a little bit of the Zengest blend over this. Because Zengest is really helpful for breaking down mucus in the system, it actually helps to break it down from the sinus points as well. So if I have like a head cold or sinus complaints, I mix those two oils together with a little bit of carrier oil and apply them to my sinuses to help me to feel that little bit clearer in my breathing and a little bit easier. So I absolutely love that blend. So frankincense. Frankincense is actually known as the great protector because it is an absolutely incredible oil. It's probably the most versatile oil in doTERRA, and we have a phrase, when in doubt, get your frankincense out. So if you cannot remember what oil does what and you have an ailment, if you reach for frankincense, chances are it's going to help with something. So the reason frankincense is so powerful is because it is designed to work directly with the cells in our body. And this is really important for the health of our cells because we have a natural system that occurs in the body called apoptosis, whereby if a cell becomes unhealthy, the body will send a signal for it to either be killed off or for it to be repaired. The next time a cell is recreated, it's recreating a healthier version. But when we have too much toxicity in our body or when things go wrong, sometimes we don't always get that best response. And frankincense is an oil that actually helps the body to do that naturally. So to either repair the cell, so this is why, ladies, we love to add this one to our night creams and our moisturizers because it actually helps to repair cell turnover in the skin so we get that more youthful complexion. But it also helps in our immune system responses. So anywhere in the body where we're having kind of, we'll say, difficulty or challenges, we can apply frankincense over that area to help to support it that little bit more naturally. It is so amazing to use for our immune system. So we can add it to any of the immune system oils that we discussed in this topic, On Guard, oregano, or melaleuca, and it will actually help to enhance the benefits of that oil. My favorite blend for tension headaches is applying a drop of frankincense, a drop of lavender, and a drop of peppermint along the forehead line here and the back of my neck. And it gives me such amazing relief every single time. I mix a tiny bit of carrier oil with it just to hold it on the skin, and it just provides me with immediate relief, and my headache is always gone really, really quickly. For those who deal with more challenging forms of headaches, a tip that's been given to me by plenty of people who suffer with them is to tip the bottle of frankincense over, to rest some on your tongue, and to pop your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and hold it there for 30 seconds. And this helps to, if you're feeling that sensation coming on, to help to reduce it. And again, you may need to repeat that protocol on a few occasions. So we absolutely love frankincense. It is definitely one of our favorites. Deep blue, finally, is really, really supportive for anywhere in the body where you're dealing with pain or inflammation. So that can be in the muscles or in the joints. This can be head tension. For ladies, this can be pain associated with our time of the month. Any place in the body where you're having any type of discomfort, you can apply this blend topically over it. So it comes in a small bottle and it is a really, really potent oil. So less is more with this one. We apply a small bit of carrier oil into the palm of the hand, add a drop and apply it onto the area. So if that's a smaller area, like one shoulder, that will be all you need to apply, or you may need to reapply if you're covering a larger area. Start off with a drop, and if you need to add more would be my suggestion to you. So that is it, guys. That is our top 10. Every single one of them has their own physical and their own emotional components, all of which, as I say, I will talk you through, and you will get access to the apps or the books that you want to find out a little bit more information on both sides of these. And we offer ongoing education around all of these in our private training groups. So if these oils are something that you're interested in finding out a little bit more about, or you want to get some of these oils in your home, please reach out to me. We can arrange a one-to-one consultation and we can find out what oils and products might suit your needs best at the moment. Thank you for watching.